How y'all feeling tonight? Who came here to see some flexing? Yeah. Who came to see dance in general? Yeah. I want to thank everybody for giving this opportunity to be here.
Likewise. You already know. Thank you so much.
We getting older now, so you know, life make you get more humble. You know what I mean? But I'm just happy to be here. Thanks, Ceci. It's an amazing feature. All the dancers that's here. Ice Cream's here. I don't know who else is here, but I want to thank everybody for coming out.
Thank you.
Yes. Tom, give it up to Storyboard TV.
It's like every time you speak, you just say something. It hit every time.
No, I appreciate you.
That's how you go.
Let me start this Q&A off right, hopefully strong. Storyboard, can you tell us what made you get into dance? What made you spark that dance within flexing, Bronco, the inspiration?
It started at my family's cookouts and parties. Dudes on my block used to do the brucka. One of my bros that passed away, they used to do it, and I didn't know what it was. So I was just like kind of picking up off of them a little bit when I was like 11, maybe 10, 11. And then over time, I started going to parties, started seeing different people, and following the mythology of everyone's name. Because back in the days, you used to have a name. It wasn't no internet. It wasn't none of that type of stuff. You had to go outside and get a name, you know, and it was real rough. You know, so I started off African dance, tap dancing, bachata, you know, merengue, all that type of stuff. Yeah, and then the reggae came along. My family used to throw parties and stuff, so I didn't know how to do it. So I started to go around the neighborhood and just pick up off of everybody. And that's how I started running into the known dancers who were flexing back then, probably like age 12, 13 maybe.
Okay.
Yeah.
So that's when.
So Pete, I wanted to ask real quick, how do you feel now, right now in this moment, when you think back like that whole time? You know what I'm saying?
Man, I feel like a senior citizen. I'm 35 now, but it's been 20, I'm bumping people longer than I've been around. But yeah, I mean, I'm 35 now. I got a name 13, 12, maybe. I started picking up the name.
Bro, you're legendary. Your name is legendary.
I appreciate you. I'm still trying to hang on by a thread.
So how did you put that piece together? What were you thinking when you was doing that?
Oh, that was all freestyle. Yeah, we don't do curses no more. That's when you in the lab, you know. Put your ideas. Now we on the brown paper bag and we're a little jotting down notes and stuff. Stop doing that because it started to go up there just effortlessly. But it's a lot of practice, hours and hours on like getting the details to be minute, but smooth enough to be registered as a move or nuance. So we got away from moves. We said we mutated now. We ain't doing moves no more. We just doing feelings and nuances. You know what I mean? So that's some of it.
That's character, that's faces, that's everything, aura.
Yeah, but you know, some songs you gotta omit certain things. You can't do everything that you could possibly do to music. You gotta like break it up and give them a little bit here, like spoon feed them. I'm gonna give y'all a gem. Teaser. Ice Cream told me years ago, don't dance, don't wear out your welcome, make them grow fond of you. Absence makes the heart grow fonder. That's what I learned from this man. So, you know, he's working hard, but you get where I'm coming from. If this is a full circle thing, that's the most thing I could do is notice the OGs who paved the way for me, like Brian, Reg, Nugget, Kareem, Claude, Ringmaster Corey, Shotlock definitely will help me start mutations. Dennis, Bengy, Surf, K-Sauce,
Y'all don't know these names. These are all names in the
Yeah,
community. All
these
names
are
in the gems. All names in the old school.
This is the generation I came up. It was Wayne, it was Collateral, it was Geo, it was Fully Loaded, it was Bad Company, Entertainment Crew, man, Main Event.
Yes. They still around.
It's still around. So Unusual Suspects, Safari, and Chase and Skates. It was listen. It was so many groups. It was so many dances that dance. Like the style, to me, I feel like the style kind of watered down over time. Okay. Before you couldn't water down your style. It had to be raw. Like you had to be raw, and you had to really be focused on what you're doing. And it took longer to get a name before. You had to actually battle. You had to actually go places. You had to be befit to people, like kind of blend in a little bit sometimes. You might not have the best clothes, but it was like, yo, be a little cool, have a nice personality, that type of thing, you know what I mean?
Okay, so another question. When being with how many people you worked with, how many legends you worked with, all the personalities you worked with, how can you stay rooted to the community? How do you always come back and give to the community?
The give back is constant. I think when you feeding yourself, you have to also think, are you feeding yourself the right thing that feeds someone else? And if you can't feed yourself properly, nourish yourself, how could you give energy to the next person and help them build? So that's one thing I had to do, is get animosity out of my heart and get chips off my shoulders. Because that would stop me from receiving my blessings full throttle in the dance community, you know what I mean? Yeah, and it comes from many things like battling or dance stuff, but there are people, you gotta remember, these are still people. So you still gotta be a person. You can't just be all about your dance and all about that and nothing else, you know what I mean? Yeah. I got some questions. That's all.
We got questions for you. I got one more question. You guys are gonna do a crowd transition, and the crowd's gonna ask you a Q&A. I'm gonna walk up there.
Okay.
But this is the last one from us. What's the difference between people dancing for the internet and dancing for real life?
Talk to them right now, please.
Yup. Do it. And spatial awareness. It's sort of like martial law. You dancing just for the internet. Kind of locked
Bring
in.
it down.
And you got a curfew. Everybody go to sleep a certain time on the internet, but in person, that's timeless. Like if you know how to move for a person, I give you an example. Cooper's little son, his son is here. I spoke to them weeks ago. But to be here, to be able to showcase something and then touch him, that's something he gonna keep his whole life. Everything on the internet don't last that long. Some things do, but it's only when a person can feel that authentic
Interaction.
in it, you know what I mean? And then it lasts long.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so that makes me think. How do you feel about your own? You know, because you dancing, you moving, you're the living art itself.
Oh
You know what
man.
I'm saying? How do you feel? How do you perceive yourself? You know what I'm saying?
Well, I thought I had to clip my toenails. And I did. I got some ugly feet. I got a couple of injuries. I had some real life-changing injuries. I had one up here, my collarbone. I had landed on it a certain way. My ribs came out of place. I went to the hospital. They said they couldn't help me. I had to like sew my body back together like a mummy. Yeah, because in the hospital they tell you, we can't do that. We just gonna give you some Oxycontin or something, which, you know, sham. But yeah, it's like, yeah, I broke my ankle here, and every time I get back in my festival, I mean, I smoke now. But that's one thing I'm like, man, I gotta get away from that smoking, man. I know I shouldn't be smoking, but something in my heart, like I just lost my mom and my dad back to back.
Condolences.
Yeah, so that did something to me, something, and it went around a couple times. So to stay grounded, I think the food you eat, the company you keep, what you chasing, what you acknowledge, what you overlook, they're all like bypasses, and those energies stay with you. So that's the main thing. Diet. diet, health, and then when it comes to your body, when you eat okay, you eating better, you can feel the change. Like I was gonna smoke before I performed, but I was like, nah, I can't do that. I need to be a little liberal. Yeah, I'm 35 now. I'm talking like I'm 40. But I remember when I couldn't interview, I didn't know how to interview. I remember being like 18, 19, and it was this guy, Freddie Lamore, he used to work for Pharrell Williams, and he became my blogger. So he used to sit me up straight, yo, Salim, hey, yo, you know, this is how you speak here, you speak, you know. So then over time, I started working on my articulation, and that's one of the main things that we gotta have as a culture is notebooks. There's notebooks full of ideas. You should not put down your notebook. You should keep your notebook in handy. Yeah.
How many of those you got?
Man. I got one. It says, throw out your thoughts on the title. But I didn't finish filling this notebook up, but everybody should have a notebook. I just think everybody should.
Oh, he live.
Was he an inspiration? I think before Michael, Prince was an inspiration to me first. Because Prince is a dancer as well, but they don't give credit to Prince. And a lot of the EPs that Prince was doing on Alphabet Street, you start hearing Michael he and Low after. I don't know, that was just me. But yeah, I was a Michael fan as well, but I didn't start watching Michael until my maybe 18, 19, or my 20s. Yeah, it wasn't easy. You find stuff on YouTube of Michael, but you have to know to search. You have to know what to look at. Like Brisbane, Michael Jackson, bad era, Brisbane, crazy performance, crazy.
So you wasn't like searching him up at first?
It didn't start. I mean, we had Michael Jackson tapes, but they was playing Prince. My mom was playing Prince more. So a lot of like the way that I try to hit, I try to mix Prince with flexing. If that makes sense. Yeah, and then everybody that was dancing, taking a little bit. I took a little bit from Marvelous, took a little bit from Reg, added a little back roll. You know, when you get into it, and then you start branching. Yeah, you build off. You know, Brian, which a lot of people speak about Brian. You know, yeah, like a lot of these people had everything to do with my inspiration. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Second question. Buddy?
I just want to know, how do you view like balancing, representing your style or your, the legacy that comes before you, your culture, but still innovate and represent yourself as an individual and an artist?
Man, you just gotta be yourself, man. You gotta, cause even, like I give you an example, like I had something called a space walk I first made up. I remember, I made up the showcase that I was bad country. And I remember, I gotta tell you this story, cause he here. When he was in the crowd, I seen this dude named Caswell, I seen Brian, they was looking at me, I looked at them, the ice cream was standing, and I did like this old space walk that I used to do. I remember making that up so that I could show it to them. But you had to understand that obsession that existed in those times. Like, back in the days, you couldn't just pick up what they did. Now people could just pick up. You couldn't pick up. It was like watching Bogle. Like when Bogle danced, y'all know who Bogle is?
Can't pick it up, right?
When Bogle danced, it took you months to catch one step.
But it's so unique.
Yeah, and Bogle didn't think Brock Up was a dancer. He thought it was like a drama thing. He called it drama thing. So those two pinnacles are like, if I'm gonna look beyond my OGs, then I'm gonna look at Mr. Wacky first. Even before I look at Brooker, I'm gonna look at Mr. Wacky. And once they got rid of him and did what they did to him, rest in peace, the whole game changed. The whole dance hall, everything resituated. So I think a lot of people that dance should go back and look at both to really truly understand how to mix their styles together and still keep their foundation. But for me, how I developed, I branched off and started Mutation with my elder Chocolat, who was one of the first lockers in New York City. We branched off and then created an alternative. where we had terminology rights. We have rights over the terminologies and the concepts, but not stepping on anybody's toes. So whenever it's a form of, oh, they saying flexing, we like the military. We still here. You know, but not enough to get on anybody's toes, not to step in nobody's way with what they doing. You know what I mean? Yeah. And intellectual faction, because you gotta be up there, in your head, in your heart first. That's why I'm saying to declare things that you feeling. You know, because I suffer from bipolar. I'm bipolar. They said I had autism, schizoaffective, PTSD, take pills for it, I'll take Lanzapine. The main thing that keep me grounded though is moving small. Even if I'm dancing or doing a move, yo, don't rush it. Don't rush it. Take your time.
Living in those moments.
Yeah, you have to. You have to. Because if you start stumbling over yourself, then you like, damn, why am I doing this right now? Like, am I doing this to show off? Am I doing this for external reasons? Like, what's the motivation?
So you want to keep your flow.
Yeah, I needed vegetables. I need more vegetables.
Word. That's
You know what I mean? Like, yeah, not too much sweets. I need vegetables.
Topic 6, 10, diet, dishes, art dishes. Alright, they got another one.
We gonna go bing, bong, boom.
Big Bang Boom.
Hey, oh, my bad, OG. Bing, bong, boom, bong. Hey, bing.
Like, so when you started dancing, how did you feel?
Now get the mic to bong.
Oh, it's a bomb. That's big.
Man, I felt broken.
You felt what?
I felt broken.
He felt broken when he
I felt like there was something going on in my head that I couldn't explain to my parents. And I wanted to play in the street to sort it out a little. But it never got sorted out up until now. And I don't think it's supposed to be sorted out. I think you're supposed to feed off of that abstract thing going on.
all the emotions that build up.
Whatever it is, just kind of, yeah, get it to a certain place where it's like you're not stuck on old things, you're not stuck in the past, and you're moving to the future. Yeah. Yeah, so I mean, when I first started, I felt broken, fear wasn't around. I mean, I remember seeing one of my cousins on America's Most Wanted. I knew I wasn't going to see him. You know what I mean? Seeing that at like 12, 13, like,
You just on the TV, you just seeing him on TV.
I don't speak about it much, but that inspired some of my styles. Like I had a style called cocaine ballet. That was inspired by real things in my life that I didn't know how to sort out. You know what I mean? So it's just like, it's what are you doing it for? Like what are you really doing it for? Like when I was younger, we did it for one reason, and it was probably cool, popular, girls, all that type of stuff, right? But you get older, now you're looking at your livelihood and you're like, man, like, yeah, I'm getting older, like I gotta really do this now. Like if I'm gonna do this, like, I got a 9 to 5, so this is what I do. And like you gotta jump out the window. Not literally. Not figuratively, but not
What does that
literally.
help kids?
Yeah.
The art window.
Bomb.
Hey, my name is Jaquin. Thank you for sharing. And I wanted to ask about the heart and the mind. Over here. Over here.
One, just one. He said you got a book, I'm warning. Just one. Just one. Just
Oh
one.
yeah. Just
Ah,
I keep my journal with me, you know. So I just wanted to know, how do you develop like your heart and your mind connection, like the same way you speak about when you was around 18, 20, and the one who was, I forgot who you said, was it not an interviewer, but like focus on like verbally connecting like your brain to like your speech and like getting it out. How do you do that with your heart and your mind and your movement on top of like releasing your experiences when you start dancing?
Oh, man. I got 2 answers that came to my mind. It's like, stop competing with everybody. Just one thing. Don't compete with nobody. Let's eliminate that. Like, once you eliminate that secret competition you having with the next person, it's a sore after that. That's the one thing. And then, in your heart, you have those matters, is like knowing where you're from, like your origins, like your lineage. You know, like I got 4 flags: Panama, Colombia, Japan, Jamaica. Those are my 4 flags. Japanese on my mom's side. Down to Ohio. I got so I embrace where I'm from, and it helps me get like a steering a little bit. Like I'm in America, even though America's twisted. Who do you want to be in this world? Who are you really? Under pressure, who are you? Yeah, because a lot of people like saying who they are, but under pressure they fall when they crack. But under pressure, who are you really? So I think that has something to do with this type of world we live in, where it's chaotic, sometimes silently chaotic, where people are not opening their mouths, but they're screaming at themselves. And you go on the elevator, you can feel someone screaming at themselves for little small things. Like it might be something like, they might drop something on their sneaker. Now they screaming. Now their whole day is messed up because they dropped this, they stained their new Jordans. Like, and the whole day be messed up now. And then everybody that come by, no, for real, it's like disattaching. You have to disattach.
No.
Who read 4 Agreements?
That's the last book I read on God.
Okay. So you gotta practice disattachment. I swear, you gotta practice this from everything. Like from food, from what you dress like, your hair. That's why I let my hair just 4,000. I ain't here today. I'm like, I feel like J. Cole. But we ain't doing no apologizing.
We're not built like that, man.
Bing, bong, boom.
Hello.
Hello, state your name and presence.
You mentioned earlier that you're 35 now, so I was curious if you could go back 20 years ago and speak to your 15-year-old self, what would you tell him?
So Cirque du Soleil wanted me to perform, right? For 1 year, one time. This is like, I was 25. They told me it was gonna pay me $200,000. I'm like, I don't have no creative control over it. I don't wanna do it. Cause they was coming, so they was back to back these bookings and these gigs. So I'm like, I can wait for the next one, and they don't come back. And you'd be like, man, that ain't come back. What am I gonna do now? I gotta build that buzz all over again to get that type of gig. So it's like, my younger self, I would say, hey, focus more on your finances and focus more on little small things to make sure you're good in a rainy day. Like, make sure you made 40 racks, but put that 40 racks to the side. Don't go on no Prada, don't do no Gucci, don't try to impress your friends. Put that in a stash. I think that's what dancers need to hear. Period. Like, because nobody's gonna bail you out. Nobody's gonna help you through those situations. And people just laugh at you. You know what I mean? So that's one answer to it. Did that kind of help answer a little bit? Yeah? Okay.
I think it's the OG's turn.
Alright, so first.
Yo, don't say sorry, y'all.
Be easy.
First, just keep professional.
Before my question, I just want to clarify. He dubbed Cirque du Soleil twice.
Oh my God.
He dubbed it on his own, and then they came to me trying to broker a deal. I went to Storyboard. Storyboard said, no.
He was over it. Twice?
He told me no. So he wasn't doing it because he told me no. So he dubbed it twice. My question is though, you remember that, right?
Yeah.
You said like, I dubbed it once.
You just reminded me.
Now, if I knew it was 200 bands, I'd drag them there myself. If I knew, I didn't know how much. Alright, so, but on a serious note, one, super proud to be a part of imprint that affected so many people, kids, women, gangsters, people in jail, dead, whatever it is. We were a safe haven. We was like a breath of fresh air that people used to come to watch us, and we used to, provide a getaway. What I really want you to speak to a lot of the dancers that's here, what I feel like is missing in our dance culture specifically is the art of individuality. And I feel like you embody that out of every dancer, including myself. I feel like you found a way to be a part of the culture, but provide an IP for yourself, a brand for yourself, that no matter where you go in this world, people know you even if they don't know what flexing is. And I feel like that's a lost art in this culture that we're in. I feel like we're stuck in a time warp right now where every dancer, new, novice, veteran, older dancer, everybody is stuck in foundation. Figuring out foundation, arguing about foundation, to the point where we are forgetting we gotta build a future. We gotta build new things. I haven't seen a new style since Hair Connects. We talking 15 years. So I want you to maybe, because you can speak to it in a way that I can't. What is your process in creating your IP, your brand, your individuality, something that is repeatable, something that is tangible that they can actually duplicate? Because you're one of one. Nobody can't do your style. So that's kind of the cheat code. You are a cheater.
Yo, he tried to hate you, Doc. Man, such a deep question. I think the individuality thing comes from when there's silence and you're thinking to yourself, or you might have music on, and your mind goes to that place you can't touch, like intangible energy. And you're also thinking about what happened before, and you're like, I'm about to create a new moment. Like tonight, when I play that song, I'm just like, I don't know who's here, but I know it's important for me to be here right now. So let me give them a flow outside of reset. No resets. Let me just be able let me just flow with them. Let me put a narration on the movement and try to get the body to talk tonight. And like Mareem said, it's so many people who are stuck on the foundations, arguing these foundations. But once you get that toolkit, then you're supposed to start crafting and not stenciling or tracing. There's so many tracing things. And I think dancers need to disattach from wanting fame, because I think the fame thing clouds their judgment on how they practice, in my opinion. Because they're like kind of dancing for a reward. There was no rewards when we was dancing before. People didn't know what flexing was, and we was ridiculed and laughed at every popping circle we went to. Everywhere there was poppers, they like making fun of you, because it was more creatures, it was more forms. So one of the main things we started adding in that only certain dancers did was more pedestrian form in ballet. Or let's put pedestrian form. Let me just sit down now. Let me get up. Let me brush. Let me get my body like a dancer's body. So even if I'm trying to go into my moves, it will have like a je ne sais quoi. Je ne sais quoi. Je ne sais quoi. Love it.
Je ne sais quoi.
Yo, fuck it out. And when you think about it, also pacing yourself when you're dancing, stretching. A lot of dancers, they stretch, but they don't know what they're doing. They're just elongating themselves, losing their patterns that they put in their body, because you're putting Charlie horses in your body. So when you put Charlie horses in your body, if you keep doing that, you're going to get stiff like me and have arthritis. I have rheumatoid arthritis just from tightening up and never stretching. So like that one little thing, it changes everything in your mindset, but make sure you don't compete with nobody. You get to a point, there's no competition. You're just looking at yourself and you're trying to be a better you. And I think that wanting to be a better you is what you should chase. Then you're able to appreciate everyone around you that ever gave something to you, why they said what they said, what they were focusing on when it comes to you. Then you got a clean slate. You can look at it, you can assess it a little better, like, and observe it. Now, I mean, 2 ears, 1 mouth, you know. I don't know if that's answering some of the questions, right?
So, ladies and gentlemen, on our way out, just quick words of wisdom for the crowd, the dancers real quick, and then we're going. Quick words of wisdom.
Whatever you want. So many,
When I hit the floor, eyes they be gleaming, they know I'm focused. Flows break environment, shake, they see a lotus, got the hocus. Whipping up posters, I antidoted in this quote. The greatest revere, levitate hopeless, I'm a seer. Vision on clear, visine on smear, you notice. I'm part of the trials, heavily coded locomotion. Training my destination, I ain't playing this note. Y'all just boasting, I got jet boots, they float. Imagining why y'all just idle on top of aisles. My mental island, seeing these building onto piles. Got big game pals, shooting my dreams all the while. They hating the style, we throw the towels.
Ladies and gentlemen, once again, Storyboard team. Thank God for all coming. Thank God for all being here. Thank God for everything. Thank God for all the love. Once again, give it up for Storyboard team. One more thing.
Never give up. Just don't give up. Because it's written already. It's already laid out.
Don't give up.
Don't give up. And we're shooting the video. I'm trying to invite the city out on the 19th.
We there.
In Terrace Park.
We there.
2 p.m. So if y'all come to my page, y'all will see me promoting it.
Yes, sir.
Please be there, but please keep dancing. Keep yourself nourished. A lot of coconut water, a lot of water.
I'm
Yeah.
down over this. What time is it?
Showtime!